Good afternoon. We're gathered here for the marriage of Brittany and Drew. Who presents this woman to be married?
I do.
Drew and Brittany, we're gathered here among your family and friends to join you in your celebration of love and now, of course, your celebration of marriage. As we celebrate the fact that in the world there are three great institutions. They are the home, the church, and the state. The home is the oldest. It is also the most sacred. In the consummation of the first marriage, the woman that was made as a helpmate for man was not taken from his head to rule over him, neither from his feet to be trampled by him. The woman was made from the side of man so she could be his equal. She was made from under his arm so she could receive his protection, and from near his heart that she might own and command his love. The relation of husband and wife is most sacred when it is that of two souls with a single thought, two hearts that beat as one. So marriage is the blending of two lives. It's the union of two natures. Drew, you're going to take upon yourself a pure resolve, a solemn vow, incurring grave and lasting responsibilities. The beautiful woman of your choice, Brittany, is now to become the partner of your life. Brittany will be the queen of your home, Drew, and she'll be the co-heir of your possessions. There was no other way that Brittany could have manifested the love that has grown in her heart for you other than accepting your proposal for marriage and marrying you today. On today, Brittany will officially leave her parents, her family, her home ties, and even the companionship of all her friends. All these to share with you, Drew, the joys and sometimes the sorrows of life. Drew, with you, Brittany is going to live, and for you, she'll always express her love. Brittany, you are also to assume grave responsibilities. He whom you are about to wed will always look to you for comfort in the hour of trial. Your smile will be Drew's brightest day, your voice his sweetest music, your industry his greatest wealth, your economy his safest steward, and from now on, your lips will be Drew's faithful counselor. So, Drew, would you have Brittany to be your wife?
I do.
Brittany, would you have Drew to be your husband?
I do.
Call your mom and ask her to take the bouquet for you at this point. I need you guys to get closer together, hold hands, look into each other's eyes. Drew, I'm going to begin with you. Repeat after me. I, Drew,
I, Drew,
take you,
take you,
Brittany,
Brittany,
to be my wedded wife,
to be my wedded wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish.
to love and to cherish.
And thereto,
And thereto,
I pledge to you, Brittany,
I pledge to you, Brittany,
my heart,
my heart,
my continuous faith,
my continuous faith,
and abiding love.
and abiding love.
Thank you, Drew. Brittany, are you ready?
Mhm.
I, Brittany,
I, Brittany,
take you, Drew,
take you, Drew,
to my wedded husband,
to my wedded husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish.
to love and to cherish,
And thereto,
and thereto,
I pledge to you, Drew,
I pledge to you, Drew,
my heart,
my heart,
my continuous faith,
my continuous faith,
and abiding love.
and abiding love.
Thank you, Brittany. Your rings, please.
Maybe we just do the little ones.
Oh.
Yeah.
You?
You prepared words to say to each other?
Yes.
And Drew, we're going to begin with you first.
Brittany, the next time we kiss, we'll be making a commitment to each other for the rest of our lives. We're making this commitment on the last day of a year so tumultuous and unpredictable that it's often compared to the end of the world. Well, I promise as your husband, my love for you will be something you can rely on, no matter what all the years after 2020 have in store for us. And this is easy for me to promise to you because I love you.
Brittany?
Drew, when we first saw each other, we were acting like crazy people. On a little black box theater stage. And I'm so glad I met someone being 100% myself. That I knew about like 2 weeks into the 32 questions to falling in love quiz that took us way too long to complete, that I'd be spending the rest of my life with you. You bring out the best in me more than anyone, and you make me laugh, and you're my best friend, and I can't wait for you to be my husband and to start a family with you.
Thank you, Brittany. The rings that you've selected for this occasion are beautiful, and they reflect the beauty of this moment. And these are awesome gifts that the both of you are going to exchange. By giving and receiving a ring from each other, you're suggesting your continued love and care. And please understand, these rings are the only physical signs. They're the symbols of your courage, commitment, and your love to and for one another. And from this day forward, you're going to be wearing these rings. Every time you look upon these rings, please be reminded of the fact that in your life and heart, God has blessed you with a wonderful person. A person you love, admire, respect, and a person you're going to spend wonderful, precious, and priceless moments with. I bless these rings in your marriage in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. I pray that God's peace will always be with you. I pray that as each day passes in your life, your love will grow to and for one another. But most important of all, I pray that you'll be a model couple for other couples to see and admire. So through you, they'll learn the realities of love and the joys of a happy marriage. So Drew, position those rings halfway on Brittany's finger, please. Stop right there, hold her hand, look into her eyes. Repeat after me. Brittany,
Brittany,
with these rings I thee wed.
with these rings I thee wed,
With all my worldly goods.
with all my worldly goods
And my love.
and my love,
I'm privileged and honored.
and privilege and honor,
As your husband.
as your husband,
To present these rings unto you.
to present these rings unto you.
Fully position the rings on her finger, Drew. Thank you very much. Brittany, position the ring halfway on Drew's finger. Hold his hand, look into his eyes. You're doing fine here, don't worry. Drew, with this ring I thee wed.
Drew, with this ring I thee wed.
This ring is a token of my love.
This ring is a token of my love.
One of the greatest gifts I'll ever give to you.
One of the greatest gifts I'll ever give to you.
And from this moment on,
And from this moment on,
I'm not only your wife,
I'm not only your wife,
I'm your best friend.
I'm your best friend.
Think you fully position the ring on his finger, please. Drew and Brittany, the union that is now formed between the both of you, please allow it only to be separated by death. So it becomes you both to consider the duties you solemnly assume. The vows that you've made unto each other, if they're remembered, they're going to always add to the happiness of your life. And Drew, on today, Brittany's mom and dad will entrust the care of their daughter into your hands. And they absolutely, positively love Brittany as their daughter. Drew, they'd like for you to love her as your wife. And Brittany, on today, Drew's parents will in essence become your parents. His family will become your family. His heart, your heart, but most important of all, his love is now your love. So with your union of hearts and hands and by the authority vested in me, as a minister of the gospel and in accordance with the laws of the state of Nevada, I'm privileged and honored to pronounce you husband and wife. Drew, kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Drew and Brittany Hobbs.
You have me fucked.